Hello and welcome to another episode of Pro Clubs Weekly. I'm your host, as always, 8ball, and equally as always, you guys know who it is. It's Domino. Domino, how the devil are you?
Yeah, boy. Oh my god, we're back recording games. I thought this day would never come, and we are here again. God save the king.
I feel like it's been. That was really random. I feel like it's been a while. If anyone watching keeps up with pro clubs, it's just been haywire for like the last 2 weeks. So I feel like this is the first video we've watched in a very, very long time, and it's a community video today. So we usually cover the eSport Prem, which is over on PS5. This is an Xbox.
Nothing wrong with that though. Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And you don't even know who's playing. Like we've not even told you who's playing. So that is Adrenaline, and they've just scored. They've gone 1-0 up, and they're playing. We were arguing about what's the best way to say this team name, but we've gone with Memzinho, also known as Memzinhoball. And that's what we're sticking with. And these guys are Xbox, and they play in the English Prem of VPG. And all we do know about these two teams is that Adrenaline start quick. And here they come in their France kit, flip-flapping for days. And the good thing about community games like this, Domino, is it's nice to put virtual faces to virtual names. So these are usually guys we interact with on social media, so again, it just adds that little bit of spice to our videos, Domino.
Yeah, mate. To be fair, I love it. I love when people reach out to us to do games. It makes me feel popular, and at school I never was. So I'm excited.
Shall we run a poll of people who are surprised?
So to be fair, genuinely always happy when people reach out to us and want us to cover games, because it's what we're here to do, and it's what we love to do.
And not that we want to pat ourselves on the back, but you guys have reached out and sent us videos, and for whatever reason, which we'll probably cover on our socials, none of them have worked. So if we're looking a little bit kind of disheveled, well, you guys, yeah, the game is helping us. The game is helping us. 2 good goals in the first 15 minutes. Domino, let me get your hot take on the first one, and then we'll catch up on this second one from Mems. Let's just call him Mems. We'll go with Mems.
Yeah, I like Mems. So Adrenaline's first goal, they caught him cold. And there's no other way. They had bodies over. They started on the left-hand side, and they just caught him cold. They kept moving the ball from left to right. Figured out they had a man on the right-hand side free. Picked it up. Kind of like rugby, when you're switching the ball from one side to the other, and you've got the man free to run down the flank. Exactly the same as that. And then the finish there was, gave the keeper the eyes. Pro club keeper, you'd never go near post normally. Went near post this time, beat the keeper. Keeper was not in a bad position. It was a good goal. And they're looking to add here. Terrible touch. And they've got it back across here. Middle of the park. Step overs. Turn 1, turn 2. Got shot. Good block.
And he is looking dangerous over on this right-hand side. They'll have to keep an eye out for him. But here come Mems and the L1 triangle. Now it's on Xbox. I don't know what that is. Talking about bumpers and stuff, I'm sorry, boys. I just don't get it. But I feel like that's their bag at the moment, having watched 23 virtual minutes of this team. And we've got a lot of time for that, Domino, because that's how we tend to play. Yeah, mate. That L1 triangle over the top, that chip through ball. Big fan, big fan.
That's all we got.
That's all. These guys choose to do it. We have to do it.
Good feet.
And yeah, the goal from Mems, which we'll get to in a sec after this. Good covering by Hetman, who tried to play it off him. They've managed to keep it in, and they've got the advantage as well. If they want to take it, they don't. Again, causing problems down their attacking left-hand side, but they managed to get out. Ball's on down the line. Ooh. Good fake inside. Got acres of space now, and there's men over JP94 into the captain's feet, but it's given away when it was looking promising. Yeah, and it's end to end. We're trying to talk about the goal that we were gassing through. Let's quickly squeeze it in now. It was Not, I don't want to say against the run of play, because it has kind of been end to end, but it's their first attack, their first goal. What do you make of it, Domino?
Well, this whole game
remember that
is
far back.
This whole game is what I call played at a FIFA pace. There's no team at the minute that's put their foot on the ball and kind of established a rhythm, or want a team to play to their rhythm. Each team's picking it up, gung-ho, going forward, all forward passes, like what you're seeing at the minute. And then they get the ball, all forward passes, let's go. Oh, good block there. And to be fair, it was good skill on this left-hand side on the goal. Turned inside, cut it back. I need to see the rip. It was that far away, that far back ago, that I can't remember the defensive positions. I know it got through a few bodies, and it was a snapshot that the keeper wasn't expecting. There was no movement from the keeper at all.
Yeah.
It was a good finish. It was well constructed. It was a good goal. Another LB triangle.
Good ball over. You're showing off now, Domino. You're showing off, knowing all the buttons. Good save from the keeper there as Mems try and go ahead, and they do go ahead. I think, that was Hetman. Great finish from the header, but it was a free header at the end of the day. But you still got to put him away. Keeper arguably could have done better. Was he let down by the animation of FIFA there, Domino?
I think he was let down with his defence, mate. Who gets a free header in the middle of the box? It's a hard one to take. I thought there was two. Ooh.
Bit of a delayed reaction. Like, I think if he'd gone down the first time, it would have been okay.
Yeah,
but yeah, Domino, like you were saying, it's end to end, and do you know what? I'm here for it. It's like organised chaos. I love it.
Yeah, hey, and they're busting out skills as well. Like they're happy to play in this fashion, and they're happy to take on players. Mate, what a first half! That went so quickly.
I think it's a testament when we're sat here like, oh, that was quick. It's when we're kind of expecting half time. That's probably when it's been a bit of a slower game. And Domino, Mem's playing the 4 at the back. We haven't seen that for a while, have we?
No, the standard is your 3 centre halves at the back and your right and left midfield cover. 4 at the back, speaking to like the community and stuff like that. I think 4 at the back is when you don't have the better 3 CDMs or the 3 centre back, sorry. So you have to go for a flat back 4. It's either one, and to be fair, they're doing quite well.
Yeah, I mean, apart from that, the first 5 minutes they've looked pretty solid. They've managed to repel Adrenaline, who we had a quick little look at the table for this Xbox Prem VPG, and Mems were sat in second, and Adrenaline were second or third bottom, Domino.
Yeah.
So you would expect a kind of chasm between the two sides, but absolutely no show of that. They've gone for the finesse. Well swept up by Rest in Peace. But Adrenaline's still knocking on that door, Domino.
Yes, mate. Yeah. If you didn't tell me how far they were in the league table apart, I wouldn't be able to tell you based on the quality that I'm seeing in this game.
Yeah, I feel like we say that quite often as well, and I do think it's just a testament to the quality of football we see. Like, there's genuinely never that much between the two sides we see on this channel. There's been a few games that have been a bit of a whitewash, but it's usually them just glossing it at the end of a game. It's never kind of like a 5-6 niller, and it's game was put to bed after 20-30 virtual minutes.
Yeah.
So again, it's why we love this game mode, essentially, because there's never that much of a chasm in class, and the class generally of the game is good.
Yeah, you can turn up at any given night when it's the VPG night, and you can be playing top of the league, you play bottom of the league, but every game you've got a game on your hands. There's no stonewaller, easy game here. It might look easy on paper, but when you're sitting there with your controller set up and you've all jumped onto the lobby, they're never easy games. We've known that from experience.
No, well, yeah, because we're usually the ones at the bottom of the league.
With the easy game. And yeah.
That's our team talk, Dom. That's why we know all about it.
Yeah.
Good bit of football here from Fabinho, tucked back in, and that, my friend, Bolsh, La Bolsh, near post, absolutely rifled it past the goalkeeper. He's not doing anything with that one, and yeah, 3-1. A bit of space now, but here they come, trying to reply. good save. JP sweeps it up, and they manage to retain possession with Mems in the centre. Yeah, sorry about that. We got ad braked, and it was a long advert as well, so we don't actually know what we're saying. And no amount of editing will save that either, so we apologise. But Adrenaline have got the ball back, on the hunt for the next goal, because let's be honest, if Mems get the next goal, it's game over.
Yeah.
If Adrenaline, it's game on. And it could go either way here. Good tackle there by Mailbag. The usual class we used to see from JP in the middle there. Bit of space over at right back. And they've chosen to go over the top, but
good header. Dealt
with quite nicely there. We've got 25 virtual minutes left. Can Adrenaline get back into this game?
I mean, Mems have started dominating the possession now and started, like I said, stop playing it at FIFA.
We don't support anyone on this channel, but I almost celebrated that going in, because the ball through was lush, and then that chip was that was audacious. That was so cheeky, Domino.
I'm gonna be honest. See how this breaks. It's just days. Skill for days.
Yeah. Good cut out there, though. I think that is their right back pushed up high, and I think that speaks volumes about this game at the moment for Mems. They are free flowing. I feel like they're confident they've got this in the bag. We'll live to see if I've got that horrifically wrong.
Well,
if you're first, we'll be the last.
I mean, if you're going through on goal and you've just beat 2 players and you try and chip the keeper inside the box.
Good save with the feet there. I like that. De Gea styles. Come out to Worldy, though. He's tried to finesse it in, tried to do him with the eyes. He wasn't getting done after someone miles offside. Wasn't getting done after that first goal in the first half. Mems keeping the ball nicely and inviting the press on. And I think that's one of the reasons why they've got so much space, Domino, is they're inviting that press and then subsequently playing through the press.
Yes, yeah. I mean, the centre-backs and the CDMs are happy to take the ball there, and they're happy to risk it to beat the press. Let's see again what they do here. When it gets into these positions there, it's always a head-up, find the ball out. They're not going backwards and letting the press kind of circle around them. Tackle, that was a great challenge. And this happens when you don't beat the press.
Yeah. And can they make it work here? To be honest, I think they're so knackered from pressing so high, and there seems to be a huge gap between the defence for Adrenaline and the midfield. So when they do eventually win it back, there's kind of no one up supporting them. They've kind of got like this flat back four, and everyone's kind of out of place from chasing it. So it's not the most effective press I've ever seen in my existence. As Mems look to again gloss this scoreline up. It would be very fitting of this channel if they were to go and get a couple more here. After us saying no one's got a pasting yet, like a 5-1 would not be, or even a 4-1 would not be reflective of this game. But cut out nicely by Mailbag, who tries to step over and dribble his way out. He's rewarded for his bravery. They get the free kick, and it remains 3-1 with just the 4 minutes left. Mbappe's got it on the edge of the box. Rest in peace. Just palms it down to himself. Kills a bit more time on that clock. He's happy just to hold on to it. Shock horror.
Oh, he's taking a bit of time there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gone long. Flicked on nicely by Pogba, but dealt with nicely. Not so much so by the goalkeeper. And I've just seen the clock, so we're recording this directly from Twitch. I've just seen the clock, and it might actually go off. So big volley and big header, and good save by AV Almo. Gets the ball up, looking for a consolation now, and right in that corner. And that, Domino, is time. 3-1 to Mems. A good game. It's nice to be back. Absolutely nice to be back. Catching some community games, catching some VPG games. Domino, thoughts? This is our first Xbox game for a while. do you see much? I'll ask the obvious question, and the question everyone wants to know. Do you see much difference between that PlayStation side and that Xbox side, first and foremost?
It's hard on one performance like that against a team that are, say, struggling at the bottom. Although they didn't look it, don't get me wrong, they didn't look like they were struggling at the bottom. It's hard to say our one game and the amount of PlayStation at the top elite level that we've covered, whether they were close or in and around some of the teams that we've played or seen play. What I can say is I thought it was a good game, and I thought Mems were a really, really good outfit. I mean, the goal they conceded was, on a break. And it was earlier on, got caught cold.
Yeah, but, and don't forget, they conceded first as well. So it's showing good character to get back into that game. And like we said, with them being so high up in the league, second or third at the time of recording this video, for them to go a goal down against a team lower down in the division, heads can easily drop from that. We've seen it before, we've lived it before, and trying to kind of build your team back up, especially if you've got those egos as well. And again, it's pro clubs, 22 players, 22 sets of emotions, but Mems dealt with all of that, and I think that shows a good team spirit first and foremost. And then on top of that, you've got the obviously quality ballers in there too.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I was impressed with them is their confidence in trusting each other in the middle of the park. That's the one thing you see the best teams do. Every team goes out and presses. I actually haven't covered we haven't covered any form of competitive pro club game where a team sits back in a shape and soaks up an attack. Every team goes out and press. Whether they press well or they don't press well. FYI, go and watch our pressing video, then you'll know how to press well.
Shameless plug.
Yeah. But they were so confident in giving it to their players into feet where there are 3 and 4 players around for that player to turn, do a bit of trick, or at least spin on the ball and find an out ball forward. So I think that's a sign of a good team, because you're confident and you trust the players in front of you. And I think that's what was the building blocks, them getting that many goals.
No, I agree. Spot on as well, Domino. So as always, community, you choose man of the match. So anyone you fancy there, thought had a good game, pop it down in the comments. Me and Domino have retired from doing man of the match now. It caused too many arguments, too many lovers quarrels, and we just sacked it off. So we'll let you guys choose, and you guys can argue amongst yourself nicely, obviously, in the comments. Domino, great to have a community game for a change. Mems, thanks for reaching out. Anyone else who wants to feature, we promise we'll get you in. Our schedules are usually pretty busy, but days like today where we're free as a bird, you just never know. So just keep harassing us, basically. We like getting DMs. We don't get DMs from anyone else, so yeah, send us some, harass us, and we'll get you on the channel eventually. Domino, final thoughts before we sign off?
Nah, guys, it is just great to be back. Both teams, honour and a privilege to call you games. Just happy back here, sitting in the chair, on the mic, talking pro clubs. Boys, it's been a pleasure. Take care of yourselves.
Yeah, if you're still here, please do like, please do subscribe. A massive help to the channel. And hopefully, we'll see you on the next video. Cheers.